Hello and welcome to another update video on SUI. The SUI chart is still here in this uptrend. Locally, however, we seem to be in a pullback from the May swing high. This pullback was due. A lot of people have been waiting for this pullback, and I'm glad it's actually playing out. We have now also reached the support area we've been talking about. It is defined between $2.09 and $3.04. It's the standard support area, which could provide a setup for rising prices. Sometimes people say these support areas are so large. Well, that's why we also track the microstructures to get a good idea of where we are. But to be honest, they are not that large. It's a question of reward and risk. I mean, if you assume that a third wave rally to the upside should normally take the price to the 138% extension, let's just say the price dips a little lower, reaches $2.73, yeah? So down here. Then the third wave should take the price to $9.70. So if we then assume that, okay, the box seems quite large, but not in relation to the move that's expected, okay? Of course, the support area needs to be quite large because the initial rally was quite large. So it's simply Fibonacci mathematics. It's important to understand that the question is not so much about where exactly the price will form a low. It's a question of reward and risk. So if we assume that, let's just make something up. Let's just assume we take a long position at $2.73, maybe even a little higher because we don't know exactly where it's going to form a low. Then we say, okay, what is reward and risk? Let's say we put the stop below the April low. Let's say we don't even plan for the price to go to $9.70, even though it should. Let's say we play it safe and we plan it to go only to the 100% extension at $6.85. Does it really matter the box is large? No, because the reward to risk ratio is 3-1. So that's a pretty decent reward to risk ratio, even if you set the wide stop, a really wide stop, and even if you don't plan for the market to actually reach its ideal target. If it reaches the first ideal target, or if we play with that thought, we even have a reward to risk ratio of more than 5. Those are really amazing reward to risk ratios. So I just needed to make sure everybody understands that, yeah, the box might seem large, but you need to see it in relation to the move afterwards, okay? So that is very important to understand. As long as the reward to risk ratio is above 3, it's really good. Sometimes even 2 is okay, not great, but it shouldn't really be below 2. But anything above 3 is just great, okay? Now, and that is only if we really stop after the third wave. I mean, ideally, it would form all 5 waves, right? Here, to maybe even $10 to $12 or higher. But that's too far out for now. So this is our support area. Below $2.09, it's already likely going to become, a very questionable chart, and the setup to the upside will become less likely. Yeah, the formal invalidation point, though, is the April low. Let us also take a look at the short-term chart on SUI, and here we really haven't seen any change over the weekend. The price is still forming lower lows and lower highs. We have reached a 38.2 retracement. There's been a small reaction, but really we had a 5-wave move up, and I'm watching obviously for signals that the market could continue its uptrend. The move down doesn't appear to be finished yet. We might see 1 or 2 more lows. At least I haven't even seen a break above resistance. So for a first signal that something is shifting and the bulls are starting to take the lead, I need to see a break above $3.38. That is the first resistance level. We need a break above that level for a first indication that really some kind of a low has formed. And then the next resistance is around $3.75. That's the previous swing high. That's very important as well as the last swing high. So as I said, we're currently forming lower lows, lower highs. We need to get back into that sequence of higher highs and higher lows. And a break above that level will be needed for that. So for now, pressure remains downward, but I pay close attention to that $3.38 level as a first breakout signal because the larger time frame uptrend is leading. That's the update on SUI. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.